This says we are live, and I'm going to click my go live on Instagram in a minute because it isn't live yet. There it comes. Yummy. Okay. So, love and sunshine, what do they have to do with each other? Well, there's some really interesting commonalities, and I want to share them with you and share what I've experienced. Love is, some people think of love as a feeling. When you get in love, there's a set of hormones and chemistry in the body, and you get all excited about someone. That is sort of romantic love, the kind of love that creates mating and all the rest. Then there is love like parents have for their children, and that's fantastic, special, and is the cement of the world, right? The love of family, your partner, your kids, your parents. And we see a lot of that going on. You know, as populations age, particularly in some countries, there's lots of parents that are getting old that need to be taken care of. We've got the joy and privilege of taking care of Joy's mother. She's 92 and she lives with us and has for a few years. And, you know, not able to take care of herself. We're certainly not going to put her somewhere because we have the ability to care for her. And so we're going to. And my own mother is in that situation. And my older sister lives with her and is caring for her. So that's a piece of love. We have a Ukrainian mother and daughter living with us that are refugees from that tragic situation there. And that's a powerful example of love. I mean, that mother left her homeland, country that she loves, when it was attacked, and her husband couldn't leave. And so he is still there. And it's been going on now 2 years. We just passed into the third year of the conflict, and she didn't come till June of that year. So she hasn't quite been with us 2 years. But that degree of love for her daughter and a desire to provide safety and opportunities for her is trumping the loneliness and sadness that she feels separated from her parents and her parents-in-law and her husband. And so there's all kinds of love. There's another kind of love that I want to talk about right now, and that is the loving kindness, the kind of, it talks about in Buddhist philosophy, loving kindness, which is where you and I, we don't know each other and we don't need to, but you and I love each other. I love you. And what in the world does that mean? Well, I don't know how you define love, but there's all those different variations. But what I mean is love is a verb. It's a set of actions you take to care, to express kindness, caring, lifting, blessing. And I define it specifically. I love you. That means I use my spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental resources. And I just use that to define everything, to serve you, to lift you, to bless you, to encourage you, to tell you how great you are, to acknowledge your capabilities and your divinity and your story and your worthiness. And so I love you. And you know what? I experienced, since I've decided now several years to sort of live in that space, I just have this experience. Every time I see a new person, I have a feeling for them, an outpouring in my heart. I want to see them. I enjoy seeing them. I enjoy learning about them. I enjoy listening to who they've been and who they are being. And often that is accompanied with a set of, you know, struggles, a life trajectory that includes all the trouble that we all have. And, you know, every person is going through, has gone through, will go through tough stuff, divorces, bankruptcy, illness, accidents, betrayal, deep and sadness, depression, mental illness, all kinds of things that we didn't ask for, we didn't plan for particularly. And when they hit us, it almost always seems unfair. Like, what did I do to deserve this? And I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I do have a suggestion. As long as I lived in the how come this happened to me, this sucks, and be angry sort of mode, reactionary mode, I was never happy. It just was frustrating and negative. And, you know, there was this churning of barely getting by, can't wait to get through this painful struggle. That's how it felt all the time. Sometimes more, sometimes less. When I switched to a different mode, and I'll tell you what that mode is in a second, when I switched to that mode, life got better, even though the problems persisted. Now, here's the new mode. The new mode is I love these challenges. I look forward to them. I start every morning saying, what is the hill I need to climb? I wonder how many broken pieces of glass I got to pick out of my knees as I crawl over broken glass today. And I don't do it sarcastically, I do it intentionally. And here's why. I'm not a masochist, I'm not stupid, and I'm not resigned to my fate. It is a question, what can I make out of this challenge? And every day is a challenge. The challenges or negative things are small and the opportunities are so huge. And other times it feels like, oh, the challenges are huge. And so it leaves less time to focus on opportunities unless I turn all the challenges into opportunities. Yum. So that's what I do. And that is the change that I made. And since making that, and it isn't one time, it's not a switch you flip, ding, and suddenly all the things that used to be a real pain are now a joy. No way. But it's a gradual learning process. And what it's done for me is it's made me more capable of meeting the challenges. I never feel frustrated anymore. I'm never mad. I'm never blaming. I'm never railing. I don't do that anymore. And getting that emotion out of my life, that neurochemical cocktail, means that I feel better. My body feels better. Now, I've got lots of physical things. I've said before, my eyes don't work very well, and my ears, I have hard of hearing, and I've got back problems and leg pain and, arthritis and this, that, and the other. But all those things are fine. I meet them. I love them. I greet them. They're my friends. I lean into them, and I see what I can create from those things. I know, weird, huh? But it's a lot more fun to live that way than how I lived before, which was frustrated, angry, blaming, and all that sort of stuff. So what does that have to do with sunshine? Well, here's what it has to do with sunshine. We are heliotropic beings. Now, heliotropic is a big, long word that simply means attracted to light. You are heliotropic. I am heliotropic. You know what? Everything that is alive is heliotropic, and that means it's attracted to light. Now, you've all seen a cactus or another plant grow crooked. I say cactus because in Phoenix, where Joy and I lived there for many years, we had a big old cactus in a big earthen pot in the backyard, and it was on the patio, a little bit under the overhang. And over the years, it grew crooked so it could have a little bit more sunlight as the sun went across the sky each day because it's heliotropic. Amoebas in a petri dish migrate across the petri dish to be closer to the source of light. Every living thing is heliotropic. What does that mean? If you are using love as your primary motivator on purpose, cultivating it, you become attractive. You become spiritually attractive, energetically attractive, physically attractive. You have known people that it has nothing really to do with their physical appearance and their face proportions and all that crap that's, quote, defining beauty. It has to do with the light they carry, the light in their eyes and beingness. There's like a glow around them, energetically, spiritually, whatever. That is attractive. So I wrote in the description, I am love pouring over your soul like warm sunshine to create miracles in the moment. Why in the world would I say that? Well, I'll tell you, because I've learned that as I do what I said in the beginning, which is to choose to lean in to every challenge. And in fact, at the beginning of every day, just say, what is the mountain today? It might be a slope. It might be a mountain. Yum. To ask it, to look for it, and then to intentionally approach it with love. What can I create here? What I notice is that my interactions are better. My relationship with my beloved angel Joy is deeper, more profound, and more meaningful. My ability to talk to people is way better. My ability to be creative is way better. Like when I leave messages for clients and answer questions, and it's just off the charts different. So it benefits me. It benefits everyone around me because I'm now exuding light, love, caring, and power. And so I'm suggesting for you to consider this. You have a choice every day you draw breath to live in love, to live in that attractive energy of sharing, to live in the mode of I'm not going to fuss. about these negative things that are happening to me. I'm just going to see what I can create just because I can. Right. And I'm not pretending that's easy, because it was really hard for me to change who I used to be. And that right there, because I did that, that is why I love being in the change business. I'm in the change business. People ask everyone who's in business, what do you do? Well, the products I offer are change agents. They are processes, books, activities that help people create change. Now, if there's nothing about your world you want to change, then you don't come in my store, because you don't want to get anything about change. But if you want to change how you feel, if you want to change what you believe about yourself, if you want to change how much money is in your bank account, if you want to change your relationship, if you want to change how much joy you have, then there's products all over my store that will help you create change. I am an alchemist. I am a catalyst. I have stocked my life with change tools, with change energy, to help those who want to change. One of the things I love to have people realize is, I say, I help you see who you really are, because we mostly live behind a mask of fear, a mask of pretense, a mask of hoping people don't see who we really are, a mask of questioning our worthiness. We live behind that. Oh, what a heavy, sad place to live. Not necessary. The truth is you're precious. The truth is you're powerful beyond measure. Every single person I meet, I see them and I'm absolutely in awe of their gifts. Now, they may or may not be fully developed, or they may or may not be using them, but they're there and you can see them. And you, right here, right now, can live in total joy and happiness. You don't have to be miserable. This whole thing about Your Ultimate Life, that the URL on the screen is exactly about that. Now, if you haven't gone there yet, yourultimatelife.ca, please do. There's stuff there that will help you create a life that's your dream, the life you dream of. It doesn't cost any money. It does cost energy and time and work, because it's not going to come in an Amazon box, but it's worth it. The tools, the change, the processes, everything that I know starts in that stuff that's on that website. So I invite you today, right now, to think about being love. Like, what would be different for you if you chose to forget about your own struggles for today and instead carry the energy of love and encouragement for everyone else? And you might think it's impossible because your troubles are pressing so hard. But you know what? If something happened all of a sudden that was serious right next to you, our attention flies over there and we go, oh, and all of our focus is there. And so we have the ability to shift focus and attention. We just don't use it very much. Often. Maybe you do. I don't know. But I invite you to take today, shift your focus and attention, choose to be love, and pour over every soul around you like warm sunshine, so that they're experiencing that attractiveness of love, kindness, support, lifting, encouragement. That's missing in our world. People crave encouragement, that feeling that you're okay. Tough or not, you're going to get this. Can I help you? What can I do to lift and bless your life? That's a beautiful place to live, and I invite you to explore it. I invite you to get the free stuff at yourultimatelife.ca, but more than get it, use it, because otherwise it'll be nothing except more information, and information isn't anything unless it leads to transformation. And even transformation is nothing unless it leads to integration, which is where we integrate that information transformation into our lives. Love to you. Oh, you amazing people, you. I'd love to meet you and talk. This is an invitation I issue every time. If you want to meet and chat, Send me a message. Let's get connected. I'd love to see your divine nature and gifts. I'd love to learn what you're about, how you add good to the world, and what's going on in your heart and world. Thank you. I love you. Have a fantastic day because you created it.